Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is a general full moon reading that is in Cancer, and it is happening on the 17th. So again, I'm not an astrologer. I just take a lot of notes and I pull some cards at the end, so stay tuned. Let's get started. What is this full moon all about? Again, Cancer is all about the intuitive. It's trusting your intuition right now. It's trusting your own feelings and not really going outside of yourself to other people in the direction that you want to go towards. Cancer is all about home and feeling safe, right? Nurturing the feminine. So right now it's about inner strength, intuition, your own emotions, really trusted. So this is about connecting to the higher realms and also psychic awareness. So psychic abilities are enhanced. Really, I'm gonna keep saying intuition and trust, because that's the sun sign Cancer. And this is also about we're getting a lot of downloads and help from other realms and from your guides, whether it's your galactic family, whether this is ascended masters, your angels, your higher self, your oversoul, whatever that is. We also had Mercury that went retrograde on the 14th, and it goes until February 4th. And we all know Mercury is about communication. Retrograde is going back to. So we may be visiting some things of the past, or some things of the past may be revisiting us in this very moment. So what's happening also in our mind about the subconscious. So, what are the stories that you keep telling yourself? It's, we go back to that. What's the story that you're telling yourself right now? It's deeper fears that you may recognize it or you may not. So, it's about coming out of the fear. It's about facing the fear. So what story are you telling yourself that is repeating itself? Becoming aware of what you mentally are working through. For it is here to transform and evolve. Mental release and liberation. Flowing to new truths. Permanent change is from within. Cancer, right? So healing, strength, intuition. We have messages from our higher self, our soul, our truth, our divine connection, who we are becoming, and really trusting your intuition and the messages that you're coming. It's going to be different, So your truth is different than my truth, and my truth is different than that person's truth. And it just means I'm to trust what is being given to me, not what other people think that I should be doing, not what other people think is right for me. It's about me trusting my guide, that inner compass that is inside of me, to lead the way, to show me the way. By what? By meditation, quieting, trusting. Again, trust, intuition, psychic abilities has a lot to do with Cancer. So full moons is about illumination. So illumination. Cancer again is about your own safety and family and stability and feeling safe. But again, feeling safe is feeling safe within yourself. No matter where you are, you're always at home. So home is a state of being. How do you feel safe within yourself? Are you in fear? So I really want to look at that and allow those things to come up. In Cancer, with emotions and feelings, it's not about you suppressing them. Do not suppress your feelings. Do not suppress your emotions, because those things are coming up, those triggers, whatever it is, the sadness. Witness it. Become a witness to the sadness. Become a witness to that trigger. So when you become aware and you witness it, what you're doing is that you're saying, I see you, and now you are giving it the love and the nurturing. It's like the child that's throwing a tantrum. So you're not just going to keep ignoring that child. Maybe some of you are, but that child's going to keep screaming, right? So it's just the same thing. So we're witnessing whatever is coming up, so it's not suppressed, right? So really look at that, don't keep putting that behind you. So there's also, let's see here, internal world, safe haven, your place of comfort, internal world, coming back to yourself in whatever is going on. Feeling of vulnerability, but a softness, a sense of belonging inside ourselves. How are you feeling at home within yourself? Honor your emotions and feelings. Don't suppress. Have love, patience, and compassion for yourself. Free yourself from mental fears and restrictions. Your intuition is strong right now, and your intuition is right for you. There is no right or wrong what other people think. It's just trusting. Again, trust what is right for you. Love and nurture your own body, your own beauty, your own feelings. Love it all. Love it all. Because it's all here to show you the fear, the trigger, the lie. And it's also here to say, where do I not feel safe within myself? And you can become a witness to that so you can see, is this really true? And trusting yourself and your higher self to show you the way. So it's not about what other people are thinking, it isn't. And we also have here, so what else? Cancer, you're always at home no matter where you are. Yes. Cancer, no right or wrong way. It's just your way. Your way. And it's about you kicking your fears and insecurities and trusting your path. Self-care, especially now, especially now with what's going on in the world. So what do you need to feel safe about? Where do you need to feel safe right now? At home within yourself, so it's just all these different things that are coming up that's saying, hey, Cancer, I'm a Cancer, so full moons, I get really excited. And I'll tell you, last night I cried my eyes out. There was like this sense of release, like looking at this past version of myself. I have a picture of myself that I painted the 2 Earths with an alien on it, and I was looking at it, and I was like 20 something years old, and I was saying, I want to bring you home, that part of me that knew 25, 30 years ago about what was going to happen. And then the experiences that I had. So it was like, I wanted to bring the 28-year-old home, that artistic, that creative, that part of me that was in so much pain after. And I really had to bring myself that love and that compassion and say, will you come home? You are safe with me. I'm sorry I haven't been with you. I love you. I've come to get you. And it was a powerful release for myself last night. And, all these exercises about coming home to self. And I felt like, besides getting the 7-year-old and all that, there was that part of me that had felt really in a lot of pain. So I went back because I saw the picture on my fridge, and I just looked at it, and I just started bawling. There was a release that needed to happen, and I'm glad that it did happen. So what we're doing here is we're releasing our blocks, and we're thinking it through. With the new moon, it says in Gemini, and then it says release your blocks. Yeah, so really what we're doing is that we are releasing these old emotions. We're releasing the things that stand in the way. We really want to think things through. Again, how is this keeping me safe? How is this serving me? Is this really true? So we're recognizing, the duality between the Gemini, but here it is about Cancer. So what is it that I'm releasing? I'm releasing the blocks. I'm releasing the shame. I'm releasing the guilt. I'm releasing the resistance to create. I'm releasing what other people think is right for me, or what I think is right for other people. So, we're just releasing a lot of things. Where's the block? Where I'm releasing not feeling worthy, good enough, all of those things are to be released. And as we think it through, we start to think so the Gemini, the immortal and the mortal, it's the physical and the non-physical. So I now want to look at things from a higher perspective, right? So, what is this Cancer full moon all about? It's about you really recognizing that. See, releasing resistance. Again, what are you holding on to? What story do you keep telling yourself? Where are you resisting having a new life? Where are you resisting in living your best life, in living a 5D life? What is that? That is all about love. There is no fear in this realm. So there's a resistance. It's about, sweetie, it's time to release it. Let go of the resistance, because it's holding. There's a pattern, there's a holding down that says, hey, I want to be released, and it wants you to look at it. A 7 is a spirit path. It is your path, and it says, familiarize yourself with how resistance manifests for you. The over and covert. If you continue to have doors slammed in your face, turn around there will normally be an open door. Procrastination is just another kind of fear. Move forward with confidence and persistence. I flow through resistance and I am in control. So again, releasing that, right? We're releasing the resistance. It says, be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. And past life emotions lives in you. You're expressing more. It is releasing. So yeah, whatever that is coming up for you right now, it's be, feel, and release it and recognize what is your truth. And if there's any past things that are coming up for you, you know, the past life emotions that are stored within the body, they're stored in the hip. So, you know, somebody can come up and trigger that. So allow, and body movements, mind, body, spirit, meditation, yoga, breath work, all that, spending time in nature, water. Cancer's a water sign. So really spending time taking a salt bath and doing some meditations of release would be really good, because we're releasing the resistance, we're releasing the blocks, we're releasing fears, we're releasing all of these things, you know, what's going on within the world. And what it's asking of you is to really look at this, balance spirituality with practicality. Pisces, so we have Scorpio comes out and Pisces comes out, all sister water signs, and then Gemini, the sign of duality, and saying, hey, wake up, you know, you've been doing things from this way, from this human mind, having this experience, but it's all about love, spirit, higher. So it's about looking at things from a higher perspective. And full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. Not, you know, we're here having a human experience, but then what would your higher self do? What would the oversoul do? What would the future self do? You know, so it's about really recognizing all of that. You know, are you operating from the past? You know, and it's time for you to recognize where those beliefs are. So, you know, that could be holding you in procrastination and in resistance, so you can let them go. We do have, this is a brand new card, and it's the Gateway of Light activation. We have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, a recalling power, and future thinking. I love this, and I'm going to read this. It's right here, and Arcturians are benevolent beings, you know, one of many benevolent beings that are here right now, helping the planet, helping those that are asking, you know, that are saying, hey, galactic family, I want to meet you. Hey, galactic family, you know, help me out here. So, you know, I'm more in touch with the Pleiadians, but let's read this one for you. And it says, Arcturians is a giant red star that is among the brightest stars seen from the northern hemisphere. It is around 25 times larger than our sun and can be found in just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on a blue planet orbiting Arcturus, who are the fifth or even higher dimension. Some think they could be a prototype for what is possible on planet Earth. They're described as blue beings. It's funny because I painted a blue being. So it says, imagine yourself, you know, with this Arcturian race in a golden orange, then say, great blue beings of the Arcturian race, thank you for the downloading into my frequency, forward-thinking energies that will support my evolution. And then here's the message. You can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own life, in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you're part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you have been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you're being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you're receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. I love that. Absolutely beautiful. So really check that out. And I just saw 1444. The last card out is I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Yes, we do. It's about renewal. Trust and honor yourself. That is what Cancer is bringing to you. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. If you're not a subscriber, tap the button, hit the bell. Until next time, happy full moon. Namaste.